Hello there, Governor. Welcome back to another video. This is not financial advice. Whatever it is, hey, take it for a grain of salt. This is just a little bit of education, I suppose. And today we're talking about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin halving. The most exciting thing about the Bitcoin token, because nobody buys it. No, jokes. Nah, this is the event that everyone has been waiting for. It is the reason, well, lots of people would, say that it's not, but it is, in my opinion, the reason why the cycle does what it does. We're about to enter, I believe it sits on the 20th of April. I think you can go to a Bitcoin halving countdown if you just Google it. It'll be somewhere. There it is. Nice Hash has got it. Watcher Guru's got it. There we go. 12 days, 17 hours, team. The halving date is the 19th at 12:50 a.m. estimated time. Okay, it is the event block height of 840,000 guys, and we're right there. We're 12 days behind. The market has been crazy, but what everybody's talking about is what actually happens at the halving, what has happened in the past, and today we're going to be going through that exactly. Okay, I'm going to be taking this straight from Stormgain website. This has got some good information. If you want to come back to it, this is it, guys. Stormgain.com/blog/Bitcoin halving dates. Just freaking Google it, all right? But hey, let's break this down. I've got our wee handy dandy notebook and, everyone's favorite app, Paint. Don't brush off Paint, guys. I'm telling you, this is the best app in the world. Doesn't take any memory, and it does what you need it to do, guys. Okay. Bitcoin halving. This is the first ever halving, okay? So Bitcoin was born at about 2008/2009, somewhere around there. And this was the first Bitcoin halving, okay? Let's have a quick look. This might take a while, so bear with us, team. Bear with us, bear bottom with us. Let's make this smaller. Let's throw it to the left side here. And there we go. Okay. Block number 210,000. It happened on the 28th of November, so way back when, okay? And let's have a look here. Bitcoin price was at $12. So we're just going to go, here we go, 2012. Bitcoin was at $12, all right? 100 days later, it went to $42. It's almost a 4x, guys. 3 safely and a little bit, okay? 3 point something. A Bitcoin price a year later. Bro, what is that? 964. Let's get a freaking calculator out. This is a good thing about having yourself a freaking computer, because you can do all of this stuff right here, okay? What are we doing? 100 days later, guys, it was $42, 3 point something x, and then 1 year later, how many woodchucks could a woodchuck chuck? Bro, that was about an 80x, fam. An 80x if you had 1 Bitcoin, all right, on the 28th of November. And then on the 28th of November 2013, bro, at 80x, okay, at 80 freaking x. Turn your $12 into $964. Turn your $1,200 into $96,000. Guys, crazy gains, all right? Let's have a look at the chart. This is what that looked like, all right? This is what it looked like. It just went exactly what we want it to do, is go straight up to the top right. Looking good, looking good. Let's move on to 2016, okay? Hold on, let's go here. So after a year, 28, blah, blah, blah. No, we're going to find out how much it was at the beginning of the Bitcoin halving, 2016. At the beginning of the Bitcoin halving, 2016, it was $663, okay? What is that, my friends? So from the first halving to the second halving in 2016, what have we got in terms of gains? Let's do 663 divided by 1, 2. That is 55x right there. That's a 55x gain, okay, from start point to start point. Okay, we're going to see what we get with this. Okay? Doesn't really make sense, but we'll get there, okay? So at the beginning of it was 663. 100 days later, look, it must have just moved sideways. Let's have a look at the chart. Oh, a big dip after the halving. Yes, about a month later, and then it did a slowly draw up, and it took a whole 100 days to reach almost the exact same point. It was actually below it, but 1 year later, it had done a, what is that, 663 to 2. That's a clean 4x, okay, after 1 year, as opposed to the first year, it did about a, what did we say it was? An 80? That wasn't an 80x, bruh. Yeah, it was an 80x. So in the first halving, guys, it did an 80x in the first year. And in the second halving, it had only done a smeasly Ron Weasley 4x, okay? And it is it almost looks the same, guys. It was just up. Well, it did have this dip, right? It did this little dip 1 month after. And then it slowly went up, okay? Interesting. Okay, Bitcoin halving 2017. What? 2019? Do we know halvings during these dates? Okay, that's fine. I don't know why it's there then. 2020, team 2020. Let's party. The 11th of May, so close to where we're at now, but only 4 years ago, the start price was 8K. 8.7K, guys. That's what, like a 12x maybe? So at a 12x, 8740 divided by 663, that's a 13x, fam. So it did a 13x from start point of 2016 halving to the start point of 2020 halving. After 100 days, she only went up 3K. So what's that? It's maybe like a 30, not even a 30%. It would have been like a, could have been a 40, 30, somewhere like that, guys. You guys do the math. And Bitcoin price 1 year later, what? How come it doesn't do this one? 1 year later after the Bitcoin, well, we can do that ourselves, guys. So if it was on the 11th of May to 2020, we're looking for the 11th of May of 2021. So let's go back in time. 2021, find it for us. May of 2021, here it is. Okay, let's just, what date was it? The 11th of May. On the 11th of May, we were sitting on 28,000. So 28,000 on top of the 8,000, guys, come on. 28,000 on top of the 8,000. It was a 3.2x after 1 year, okay? So man, we should put the 1 years in here, eh? So after 1 year on the 2012, it did like an 80x. After the 1 year of 2016, what did it do? It didn't do any x. Hey, it did 0x. It was actually behind. It did a dip, and then this one, oh no, it didn't. That was after 100 days. But after, let's have a look, 6, oh yeah, 4x, guys. So 4x, and then 2020, a year later, what did we say? Was it a 13? Oh, 3.2x. Okay, 3.2x. Okay, so this is our data, guys. Isn't it great? Doesn't it look beautiful? This looks great to me. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, future Bitcoin halving price predictions of 2024. During the period, let's just run through these real quick. During the period between the first and second halvings, the initial value of the Bitcoin was approximately 12. Okay. Between the second and third halvings, the most recent halving, based on the percentage of price increase for each halving, reduces by a factor of 3.5 to 3.9 from the previous increment. Thus, if the trend continues, the projected Bitcoin price increase from 2024 halving could be approximately 200% from its lowest value. Okay, so if we take that into consideration, the lowest value that it hit, guys and girls and everything in between, the lowest point that it hit was, what are we talking, 24, guys? 20? No, we're talking lower. We're going down like a merry-go-round. 15K. I'm just going to plug it 15 here. I think, oh, it was lower in 2020. Oh, hold on a second. That was when the halving was in 2020, May 2020. Boom. So the 2020, this is the last halving here. Boom. See, look, I did a wee drop here too. See this? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. 2020 May. Okay, so here was the halving team. And then it didn't do a drop. It was just a continuous up. Boom. It hit the ceiling in a matter of between November and April. So that's quite a lot. That's what, 5 months? It hit the ceiling. It did like a correction from April to July. It's about 3 months, and then it hit a ceiling again from July to November. It's about 5 months. I'm not even counting. And then it took us through the bear run, okay? It bear crawled all the way, and it hit its lowest point. Let's get there. We're getting there. The lowest point, it hit 15,400. We're going to stick with that. And according to this, and their calculations, 200% from its lowest value. So 2x of that is 30,800. 960. 30,960 wakadakas, okay? That's what it's saying. If this is the projected Bitcoin price increase for the 2024 halving could be approximately 2x from its lowest value. So, are they saying that it's going to go... Okay. It's true that such... Oh, is that the lowest value after it's hit the all-time... I don't know. Anyway, let's... let's go back and use our numbers, and we should be able to calculate this ourselves, team. Okay? So... if we go back to the drawing board, get rid of this thing. Get out of here. 30,000. Get out. Thank you very much. Okay, so if we... are they saying 30,000 on top of the 67 maybe? I don't know. Doesn't really say, does it? But we're going to do our own calculations. So if we go from... so obviously we need to shrink this just a little bit. That's terribly heaps. That's a big shrink, guys. It's actually... zoom out. Okay, we're just going to have to stick with it. 2024. What a cool year it is, isn't it? And we're currently sitting with Bitcoin at 67,990. It's not doing bad. 12 days away from the halving, okay? So, if we are to look at how this progresses, it went from 55x from here to here, 13x from here to here. What is it going to be over here? So this is about a fifth. If we assume this is about a fifth, we might see a 3x from here to here. Right? But that is not true, guys. It's going to be 60. If we say it's about 68,000, if we just say that today was the halving, and, you know, it's probably somewhere in the range of 65 to 60, 69 probably. I don't think it's going to go over 70,000, to be fair. So if we say it's between 65 and 68, actually, let's just be real about it. 65 to 70k. Okay, what is that? That's about a cheapest. If we just go right in the middle, 6, 7, 500, 8,700. This is a 7.7x. From the beginning start point of the halving of 2020 to the start point of the halving of 2024. Keeping in mind that 2020 had the COVID period during this season, so that's why it was so different. It could have been bigger than 13x, but at the time, no. Right? At the time, 3x, sorry. No. It just didn't do it. It just didn't do its thing, right? After 1 year, let's see what happened. So the first year was 80x. After the 2012 halving, after the 2016 halving, it was at 4x'd. After the 2020 halving, it was a 3x. So if we say it's been declining, it's been going down. So would we say that it's fair at the minimum it could be a 2x? At the minimum, guys? So if we say it's a minimum of 2x, right? Because this is like from 4x to 3.2x. That is what, a 10% drop, maybe a 20% drop. I think that's a 20% drop. Yeah. So if this was a 20% drop, we're not assuming that. We're saying it's more than a 20% drop. So at the very least, if a 2x is after the start point, we're looking at 140k after the first year. So in April 2025, if it just follows the pattern, well, I mean, where's that? That's way up here. So we're thinking like, say we drop, it does like the halving and then goes up a little bit and then it just does this. Obviously some dips and such. And then at about, we're still not there. Come on. We're still not there. Let's keep going. Still not there. This is what it's assuming it's doing. Boom. Before it drops back down, right? Not quite that drastic, but this is what it's saying, right? This is what the chart could look like, team. All right, and it kind of looks right? So if you pull this right back, if we did this by the month, this is gonna we do this by the month and we stretch this out. I mean, this halving cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3 should be something like this as well, right? And what's going to happen next cycle? It's going to do the same thing. It's just going to run it up again. So, guys, what's going to happen after the halving? If it does exactly the same as what the cycle before it did, then this is why they call it the bullish season, right? After 1 year from this halving, it doesn't matter what happens after, okay? We've seen in the previous halvings that it's gone down. It's gone sideways before it's gone up. It's done different kinds of X's after the first, what did it say, 100 days? After the first 100 days, it's done different versions of X's after the 100 days. But most importantly, after a year, it does a substantial jump from the initial halving. So if we're saying this is 2x, and this is like probably the lowest value, and I know there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, this will just peak at 120 or something like that. This is saying like 140k, right? And it's not saying that it's going to peak at 140 either, because these ones here, 100 days later, from July to July, it's not where it peaked. I mean, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at the last halving, okay? At the last halving, it was not 9th of July, it was the 11th of May. Let's pop it back. Team. 11th of May, 2020. 11th of May, 2020. It was here. Boom. 11th of May, right here. Let's just make a mark real quick. 11th of May, right here, to the 11th of May of 2021. See, look. It was here. But look, guys, this is where it picked up here again. So it was at the top here after 1 year. Boom, it did. It went to the top and then it dropped back down. And then how long did it take to get back up there? May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 months. This, 6 months. Okay? Guys, I can't draw because guys, okay? You get what I'm saying? This, 6 months. 6 months. This, 12 months. This, 18 months. Bull cycle, alright? This is what we're talking about. Lots of opportunity to capitalize. If you don't make it here, coming down here. And then, guys, come on. So if this is the case, at 18 months, I mean, you can play this however you want, but I'm thinking, run it up, bro. DCA, play the charts. Boom, take some profits somewhere around here. Take some profits. Boom, don't sell it out. Don't turn it into fiat. Keep it in crypto. Boom, expect this correction right here. Buy more, DCA. Boom, DCA. And then start taking it out again in this run up here, right? And you'll be, play lower risk tokens in this section. Play higher risk tokens over here. Bro. I mean, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm thinking. If you're reading the chart, like this is This is just what you're thinking, right? This is, look at it. It's beautiful. These scribbles, beautiful. These scribbles over here, paint, bro, beautiful. So what's going to happen after the Bitcoin halving in total? It's just going to be freaking bullish, okay? In this cycle, we could see up to 140K after 1 year. So in April 2025, 140K at the least, guys. Bullish. Bullish. Go tell your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Guys, we need your subscriptions so we can get this shit out here. This is important. It's not financial advice. Do your due diligent research and just keep trucking along, bro. Keep trucking along. Have some fun. And we'll see you on the next one.